Hello, I'm Harry3Cube here. Remember it? So you don't have to. I remember a few years ago when I reviewed Minecraft CreepyPasta roleplay. Well, today I'm going to take a look back at the series and decide whether or not it's an underrated gem or an unswept garbage pile. So without further ado, let's begin. For those of you who don't know, Minecraft CreepyPasta Roleplay, or CreepyPasta Roleplay, is a Minecraft series that was made by a YouTuber called NewScapePro. Now, recently, in fact I think a few years ago now, NewScapePro deleted most of his roleplay videos, including the CreepyPasta videos. Apart from his SCP series for some reason. Now, if you do want to take a look at the series, I will leave a link to a playlist that someone made in the description, and you can give your own thoughts on it. But without further ado, let's get into the look back review. Also, I do want to say, if you have not seen the series, then go and check it out, because this video will contain major spoilers. So if you don't want to get spoiled, go check out the series in the description. The story follows a man named Corey, or boy, we don't really know his age, who breaks into a mansion with his friends Nick and Tommy and discovers all these files of, quote, SCPs and starts reading them aloud. At first, the series was basically just an anthology of the gang reading these creepypasta stories, but later there would be a twist where we would come to find out that these stories are real, and there is a twist to them which to me doesn't really make the most sense, and I'll get to that later. The series went on for 6 seasons, and seemed to be leading up to a big event where the creepypasta characters would eventually team up with Corey and take down Slenderman, which sounds oddly familiar for some reason. But nevertheless, as a young kid, I thought the series was really good. Now, looking back, it's not terrible, but to be honest, it's not great either. So like I said, there's a twist to these characters which, to me, doesn't make any sense. So it turns out that Corey has the ability to bring the stories that he reads to life out of his own fears, which doesn't make any sense, because one, some of the stories that were read in that series weren't even read by Corey, like Jeff the Killer and Sonic.exe. And two, the character of Ashley, who is the daughter of Slenderman, appeared way before Slenderman's story was ever read. Also, why is Marky a girl? Did they not watch the original Marble Hornet series? I get the feminine mask, but still. Also, what I don't like about this series are the random inserts of fan service. For some reason, Toby and Clockwork and Jeff and Jane suddenly gain romantic feelings for each other? What? And in the case of Jeff and Jane, it's a whole lot worse because it comes straight out of nowhere with no foreshadowing or signs of character development, just pure and utter fan service with no explanation, and it's not even the good kind of fan service. At least in Yuki Blade's and Calamity Collide series, there are hints of character development and foreshadowing that maybe Jeff and Jane will end up together or at least be on good terms. And in NewScapePro's series, it's made all the more worse by the fact that Jeff just up and ditches Jane with no explanation, and they go right back to being enemies, and Jeff is immediately killed by Jane. Like, what was the point in them ending up together? Also, The characters of Tommy, Nick, and Corey are totally underdeveloped. We don't get a reason as to why they break into the mansion. We don't have any heart-to-heart moments before they're killed off. It's just literally back and forth banter while they're reading these stories. Honestly, I think the series was well undercooked, and there was so much missed potential in this series. The idea of a guy going into a mansion and reading these stories that come to life, and they're born from his fears. There's so much missed potential with that, and in a way, they don't even need the CreepyPasta connection. But tell me what you guys thought in the comments. Did you love the series? Did you not like it? For me personally, I'm very mixed on it. Like, it's very nostalgic to me, but looking back on it, it's really not that great. And I will see you all in the next video. I'm Harry for TV, remember it, so you don't have to.